you could be, I don't care what the scoreboard says, at the end of the game, in my book, we're going to be winners. I don't care if you like each other or not, but you will respect each other. And maybe, I don't know, maybe we'll learn to play this game like men. Wrong side! Left side! Wrong side! Left side! Wrong side! Left side! Left side! Left side! 2 minutes away from the national championship. Right now, it's not about talent, it's about heart. It's about who can go out there and play the hardest, who can go out there and play the smartest. Now, they've been here before us. They're not going to give it to us. We got to go out there and we got to take it. Right? Take it! Don't give up. Don't ever give up.
Welcome to week number 2, fellas. This is the Chicago Fantasy Football League's radio podcast. This is the Fantasy Guru joining you here today. I'm going to guide you through today's program. I hope we are doing well on this Thursday evening or Wednesday afternoon, whatever time it is that you pick up this radio podcast. You can watch us live on channel 240 on your DirecTV satellite, or contact your local cable provider and find out where the Chicago Fantasy Football League's radio podcast is on. Well, let's get right into it. We had a great week last week. A lot of points scored. Big wins by some teams and some duds by some teams, which is usually the case in week 1. So let's see what we have here. So let's talk about our leading duo here. Number 1 player in our league is Peyton Manning. Number 2 is Eli Manning. The Manning brothers taking up the slack here. For running the table for the best quarterbacks right now. As far as the rest of the top goes, it's quarterback heavy as it always is. I always tell you, you don't need a quarterback in the first or second round. That's just what I tell you when you guys ask me questions, and it's proving it out again. I would imagine 30 out of the top 35 players are quarterbacks, possibly. Yeah. The quarterbacks are really keeping teams afloat right now. But you just pick one because they're all scoring. Receivers did well this week. You had Victor Cruz having a huge game. A.J. Green, Demaryius Thomas, to name a few. Those guys are really picking up the receiving end. And then you have Reggie Bush. He can become, if he keeps this up, he can become the 3rd player in NFL history to join the 1,000 Club. He would join Roger Craig and Eric Dickerson as the only 3 players in NFL history to run for 1,000 yards and receive for 1,000 yards. Reggie Bush is off to a great year. If he can stay healthy, look out. Those are some of the highlights. Let's take a look at the games from last week. We had, El Dynamo, big win. 151 points. They were trailing going into late Monday night game, trailing to the perennial champs, Campbell Jockeys, and they pulled it out with having their defense score some points there. So next job, El Dynamo. Also, who did I like? Philly D, top scores of the week, and they had Peyton Manning, but they needed more than that. They put up a hell of a show. Philly D's looking like they could be in this thing for real. I mean, they're a good team. So El Dynamo, Billy D, get my 5 stars of the week. Ding, 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 ding. 5 stars for those 2 guys. So those guys had a good week. Our duds of the week are going to go out to One Nut, who put up 70 points, and the Juice, who put up 88 points. Those teams, you gotta put up at least 120 points in this league to compete. These guys are putting up 78 points, 88 points. You're not going to compete at that level in this league, at least. You got to put up points. Get your name on that trophy. So those are that's a little bit about last week. This week, it's going to be huge, guys. It's going to be huge. Week 2, no team has gone on to win the Chicago Fantasy Football League Championship starting out 0-2. It's a fact. Look it up. All right, it's that time for in that show where I take some calls. So if you're out there driving, you got nothing to do, give me a call. 1-800-FANTASY-GURU. Give me a call. Our lines are lighting up already. Here we go. Let's take a call.
Yeah, my name is Michael, and I'm wondering for young Kampor if there's any Jewish players out there for me to grab. Thank you.
Well, if Sid Luckman was still playing, I'd say pick up that little Jewish guy. He was a hell of a player. He would have been a great fantasy player. As far as Jewish players, you're asking the wrong guy. Maybe that Julian Edelman, he sounds Jewish to me. Maybe pick him up. He's got to have some of that blood in him. He sure runs well, I guess. Maybe Julian Edelman. That's a strange call to kick off the phones. Good luck, happy Yom Kippur, and hope it all goes well, I guess. Let's go on to the next caller. Line two.
Yeah, my name is George. First time caller, long time listener. 5'8", 385.
Hey, George. How are you? George?
Oh yeah, I'm headed to Greece,
Okay.
and I'm not gonna be able to watch football. I was wondering if you have any suggestions for sports bars in Greece. I like Saganaki and cheeseburgers. I'll hang up and listen for the answer. Thank you.
Well, thanks for calling, George. Good luck in Greece. I hope you have a wonderful time. I actually was in Greece a little while ago. They have a great little sports bar. It's called Athens Sports Bar. It's near the Acropolis metro station. Go sit down there. But I'd recommend staying off that Saganaki and the cheeseburgers. Maybe try a salad, bud. 5'8", 385. That doesn't sound too healthy to me. Oh, jeez. Well, have fun in Greece anyway. All right, let's take line number 3 here.
Hey, Fantasy Guru, Jaguar Jim here.
Hey, Jim.
Got a quick question for you. I plugged in all the information into my computer program, and I have it's not giving me a good answer between who I should play, Tony Romo or Matt Schaub at quarterback for this week. I don't know how to make a decision without the computer telling me. So that's why I'm coming to you, Fantasy Guru. Hope you have a good answer. Who do you think? Tony Romo or Matt Schaub this week? I'll hang up and listen.
All right, thanks for calling in, Jim. He calls in every week. Great caller, Jaguar Jimmy. Listen, Jim, I tell you every week, you rely on those damn computers every week. You gotta grow some, kahunas and, make some decisions for yourself. Get off the computer. Use the noggin that you've been given, Quit using all these programs, calling in every day talk show you can, although I love hearing from you. But you got to make a decision for yourself. I'm not even going to give an answer because you need to make a decision for yourself. Get off those computers, I tell you. All right, let's go. Let's go to another call, line number 4.
This is TJ from Switzerland. What's up? My team sucks again. I don't know what to do. I don't know. I put so much time in this, and I get no returns. My team sucks. I always suck. I need suggestions. Peace.
Here's a suggestion. Get off the ledge, TJ. Jesus, it's just a game. It's just a game. But you're right. Your team sucks. You're having running back number 2 issues. You're just not doing it. I guess it's the curse of the Trisha, maybe. Curse of the Trisha. I don't know. But something. Your team's just not doing it. Hopefully, you can turn it around. It's only week 1. Maybe that's on the bright side. It's only week 1. But seriously, get off the ledge. Don't jump. Last call. Here we go.
Hey, Fantasy Guru, Scott here.
Hey, Scott.
Love the show. I'm a big fan.
Thanks.
Catch you every
Thanks,
week. Got a quick question for you. I'm the commissioner of my league. Just wondering if you have any suggestions to make my league any better. I'll hang up and listen for the answer. Thanks.
Yeah. Well, you got a great league there, Scott. You guys you got the longevity. You got great participants. One thing that I can't suggest, and I say it every week, I tell every league this: get those participants on that chat board. This game is a lot more fun if you have people chatting it up, talking around, throwing stuff out there. You guys had a good week on the chat board. Have them keep it up. Maybe get to have a couple get-togethers mid-year. But participation. That's what I say. Get on those chat boards. Thanks for calling in, Scott. You're doing a great job. Keep up the good work, pal. Keep up the good work. All right, let's go into the rankings. Running out of time in our show here. I'm just getting the nod from the producer over. I know. Let me talk. Here we go. Here's this week's rankings. Number 1 team, Philly D. These guys are for real. El Dynamo, number 2. Cosa Nostra at number 3. Gorilla at number 4. Thick and Thin. There they are at number 5. Bubba Fett at number 6 spot. Camel Jockey's pulling in at number 7. Number 8, up yours. The Juice at number 9. And One Nut bringing up the rear at number 10. That's for this week after week number 1. Obviously early, but it's true. Look it up. I just got done having my team look at the stats from previous years. No team in the history of our league has started 0-2 and have gone on to win the championship. So those guys sitting at 0-1, this is a must-win, I would say, if you want to get your name on that trophy. That's it. Let's look at this week's games. El Dynamo versus the Juice. I'm going to take El Dynamo by 10. Cosa Nostra versus Philly D. I'm going to go Philly D by 3.5. Bubba Fetta versus Gorilla. I'm going to go Gorilla by 3.5. Thick and Thin versus Camel Jockeys. I'm going Camel Jockeys by 7. Here we go. One Nut versus Up Yours. Up Yours is going to win this guy by 10. So there you go. Those are your picks. Those are your rankings. Those are your Fantasy Guru tidbits for the week. I look forward to talking to you guys in the future. Remember, stay classy, people. Here we go. Off to week number 2. Week number 2. We're out of here.
Effort and concentration into playing to your potential to be the best that you can be. I don't care what the scoreboard says at the end of the game. In my book, we're going to be winners. I don't care if you like each other or not, but you will respect each other. And maybe, I don't know, maybe we're going to play this game like men. Onside! Left side! Left side! Left side! Left side! 2 minutes away from the national championship. Right now, it's not about talent, it's about heart. It's about who can go out there and play the hardest, who can go out there and play the smartest. Now, they've been here before, so they're not going to give it to us. We got to go out there and we got to take it. Right? Take it! Don't give up. Don't ever give up.